Hi, everybody. My name is Keith Freeze, and yesterday was a big day for two of the Kings goaltending prospects. Hampton Slukynsky won the NCAA National Championship with Western Michigan University, and Carter George made his professional debut playing for the American Hockey League's Ontario Reign, where he picked up a shutout victory with 33 saves. So, just to start, I just want to say to both of these guys, congratulations on having really big nights. It seems like the Kings goaltending prospect pool is in really good hands with both of you guys, and that's exciting as a fan to look forward to. The style of play that both of them have, Slukynsky, from the times that I've watched Slukynsky, he tends to play low. Even when he's in his, stand up position, he really plays low. He spreads out his pads wide and he kind of hovers over the puck and he wants you to shoot high, but he's going to take away space down low. And it's kind of funny because Carter George, being a Kings fan growing up and specifically a Jonathan Quick fan, it's funny because like Slukynsky, in my opinion, plays a little bit closer to how Jonathan Quick did than Carter George does. That doesn't mean that Carter George doesn't have some kind of quick tendencies, but for Carter George, I think he's at his best when he's just standing up and not overexerting himself. He always just seems a bit more calm and just relaxed, and he just kind of has the game in control. So it's two different styles completely from these two, and it's good for the Kings because they need variety. But I'll say about Jonathan Quick too. Jonathan Bernier was supposed to be the guy, and Jonathan Quick won the job. I'm not going to pick and choose who I think is between these two the guy and who's going to supersede or who's going to win out the job because, quite frankly, it's at a point right now where we don't really have that information. We're not watching them in the NHL yet. But it is good to see that the Kings legitimately have two solid options, and Eric Portillo as well. But between these two, the Kings really have solid options that they can go with in net. And it's going to be really fun to watch these two mature and try to win out the number one job in LA. So either way, again, congratulations to Slukynsky and George on their big events yesterday. And as a Kings fan, it's really exciting to see that we do have solidified goaltending coming up in the future. So either way, thank you for check. Oh, wait, before I go, before I go, because I want to reiterate this. I saw that Carter George picked the number 70, and basically, I still say that Carter George should wear the number 29 because if he grew up a Jonathan Quick fan, Quick with LA wore the number 32, but most of his career leading up to his time in LA, Jonathan Quick wore the number 29. So because George can't wear 32, I think it would be kind of cool if he wore 29 because that'd be a nice little nod to Jonathan Quick. But I will also say that in terms of picking Slukynsky's future LA Kings number, Slukynsky typically wears the number 30. Well, he can't wear it because Vachon wore it, and that number is retired. So both of them are kind of in the same boat. George can't wear 32. Slukynsky can't wear 30. So what number would Slukynsky wear? Well, he could go the Brandt Clark route, which is that Brandt Clark typically wore 55, but when he came to LA, Quentin Byfield was already wearing it. So Brandt Clark decided to wear number 92 because that's what his brother Graham's number is. So I would say that for Slukynsky, it might be kind of fun if he wore the number 13 for his brother. But also, it's kind of a atypical goaltender number. And so what I would then suggest is that it would be kind of fun if he did wear 13 because it would just be so different to see a goaltender wearing 13. But at the same time, he could flip those numbers and wear 31, which is a really typical goaltender number. And it would be basically, for his brother, but in the more closer to a goaltender number. But but also because he did wear number 1 with War Road, and like I said, he's worn number 30, so the 3 and the 1, that kind of also makes sense too. But again, if it was me and I got to just pick numbers, I would want Carter George to wear 29, and I would want Hampton Slukynsky to wear 13, just because it'd be fun. Like, seeing a goaltender wear number 13 would be really fun. Just totally something different. But either way, I'll leave it there. My name is Keith Freeze. Thank you for checking out this video, everybody. Enjoy the playoffs, and as always, go Kings, go.